In the heart of Victorian London, under the cloak of midnight fog, a monster walked among them. He didn't steal money. He didn't want fame. He took something far more terrifying. He stole lives. No one saw his face. No one heard his footsteps. But the horror he left behind, unforgettable. They called him Jack the Ripper. And more than 130 years later, we still don't know who he was. But what if I told you the truth may have been hiding in plain sight all along? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change everything you thought you knew. Welcome to the haunting legacy of the Ripper Killer. In 1888, deep in the shadows of Whitechapel, poor and forgotten corner of London, a string of gruesome murders began. These weren't just crimes. They were messages written in blood. Victorian London was a city divided, royalty on one end, starvation on the other. And from the darkness of that divide, the Ripper emerged. The first body, Mary Ann Nichols, was found on August 31, 1888. Her throat slashed, her body mutilated. Days later, Annie Chapman. Then, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane Kelly. Each victim was attacked with terrifying precision. It wasn't random, it was surgical. Some believed the killer had medical training. Others thought he was a butcher, or worse, someone protected by power. The killer didn't just end lives, she terrorized a city and ignited a mystery that would last forever. Enter Inspector Frederick Aberlignone of Scotland Yard's best, but even he was chasing a ghost. No fingerprints, no motive, no witnesses, just blood and fear. Then came the letter, signed Jack the Ripper. It mocked the police and promised more death. The name stuck, and with it came a media storm. Papers sold out. The city panicked. Whitechapel wasn't just dangerous, it became cursed. Over time, suspects flooded in like the fog. A royal surgeon, a deranged artist, a foreign sailor, even a woman. Dozens of names, hundreds of theories, but no answers. The Ripper was never caught, never identified, never stopped, because after Mary Jane Kelly, the murders ended. As suddenly as they began, they were gone, like a ghost vanishing at dawn. But let's not forget the real tragedy. Mary, Annie, Elizabeth, Catherine, Kelly. These weren't just victims. They were women, humans, survivors of poverty, violence, and neglect. Their stories mattered long before they made headlines. The real horror? Society ignored them until they were gone. Over a century later, Jack the Ripper is still everywhere. Books, films, Reddit threads, YouTube rabbit holes. Historians, detectives, and truth seekers still chase his shadow. But the deeper they go, the darker it gets. The Ripper didn't just scar London, he changed true crime forever. He taught us how evil hides in plain sight, and how easily we forget the people who matter most. So who was Jack the Ripper? We may never know, but maybe that's the most terrifying part, that a monster can walk among us, do the unthinkable, and vanish. This isn't just a murder mystery, it's a mirror, showing us how justice fails, how pain is forgotten, how silence empowers evil. Remember the names, honor their stories, and never stop asking questions. Evil hides in the shadows, but you carry the light. Stay curious, stay loud, and never let the darkness win. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and drop your theories in the comments. Who do you think Jack the Ripper really was? Turn on notifications for more haunting true crime tales that make history come alive.